This is your dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. Starting from humble beginnings, Nick has been beating the markets for over 2 decades. He shares with you his take on the profitable trades that will have you moving towards financial freedom in no time at all. To see an in-depth review of his track record and much more, go to inthemoneystocks.com.
Welcome. This is your daily dose of daily market wisdom with master trader Nick Santiago. I'm your host, Kerry Lutz, 61423, show 502. Hey, Rosy CPI number or a number in line with expectations, Nick? But the market seemed to like it.
Yeah, the market yesterday loved the CPI number, kind of a Goldilocks number. Just imagine how that happens. And then today we have the PPI number that was released, and that's pretty much a Goldilocks number too. So again, I always tell everybody it's not what the numbers are, it's how the markets react to the numbers. And the markets took these, the market reacted pretty well. I have to say that the market had no fear over these numbers, whether it was CPI yesterday or PPI today.
What was the PPI number? Don't have it in the notes.
I forget now, Kerry. I looked at it when it came out at 8:30 in the morning here. I could pull it up, but again, it just showed 11 straight months of lower pressure. I believe the May PPI was negative 0.3% versus the expectation of negative 0.1. The May core PPI was 0.2% versus 0.2%. So as expected. And that was it. The market didn't blink. It never really, had any pressure on it. And, right now, outside of the Dow today, which is lower on the back of healthcare, which we'll talk about in a minute, the markets are fine.
All right. Well, you have to go back to the 70s and the 80s. Last time we had the really heavy inflationary cycle, and these numbers fluctuated, right? They went up, they went down, but over a period of years, the trend was inexorably higher. And if they don't crash the economy, the global economy, we're going to see that again, aren't we?
We are. We're going to see that again. And history has a tendency to just repeat itself over and over. The legendary trader Jesse Livermore used to say, the stock market never changes because human nature never changes. And we know that. That is a very true statement. And, all the years of studying bull and bear markets as far back as I can look, even into Roman times, I've seen the same repeated events over and over and over again. Like the book of Ecclesiastes says, there is nothing new under the sun.
Yes. So what about healthcare? What is going on there?
Oh, they're getting absolutely roasted today. So again, there was a Goldman Sachs healthcare conference, and it looks like United Health, which is the biggest component of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, a $400 stock, that's a price cap weighted index, today came out and said that they're going to face higher healthcare costs. And that is really just absolutely annihilating some of these stocks. You have United Health down about 7%, 35-point decline. Cigna is down about $12 today, a 5% decline. Humana down 13% today. That's a $68 decline. So you're seeing some of these healthcare names being hammered today. I own CVS and I own call options in CVS. That is also under pressure today. And I went and bought more call options down here at these lows. You know what time it is on the clock, Kerry? It's options X, quadruple witching. So there's no surprise when you see this kind of stuff happening. I tell members about this all the time. You got to be very, very careful during options X. But they just put a good opportunity on our table there, and I took advantage of it this morning.
All right, we like that. And, of course, it's Whipsaw Wednesday.
Yes, Whipsaw Wednesday is the most volatile day of the week going into an options expiration, which is this Friday. This is a quadruple witching expiration also. So the games will be better than the Roman Colosseum. You're going to see stocks up, down, and all around. Rallies will be sold off. Then if you get a big decline, you'll see a sharp bounce back from that. Now, today is a little bit different because we have the Fed announcement coming up at 2 p.m. today. So the markets seem to be a little bit more tame right now, but we'll see what happens after that Fed announcement at 2 p.m.
What are you expecting there, Nick?
Well, the Fed has pretty much told us that they're going to pause this meeting So the Fed funds rate, which is currently at 5 to 5.25%, they're going to hold it there. They're not going to do anything. They'll probably come out with a little bit of a hawkish tone saying if we see any inflationary pressures, we're immediately going to raise a quarter at the next meeting, which may or may not be true. I don't know. But, at some point, Jay Powell is going to have to calm this rally down, in my opinion, probably not this time around, but next time, just simply because you have tech running wild. They pumped a lot of money into the system since the banking crisis on March 13th. If you look at the reversal there, you could just tell with their programs whether it's a discount window giving banks extra capital or if it's the deal they made with the other central banks to provide liquidity to each other. There's just simply been a ton of liquidity thrown at the system, hence why we have a rally now.
All right, so gold is catching a bid. It got slammed yesterday, right?
Yeah, gold got hit pretty hard yesterday. We're accustomed to seeing gold down during Options X. We've talked about that before. You and I are the first to really discover that. And gold got hit really hard yesterday. But today it's snapping back. It's up about 0.6% as we speak. And it's still, gold futures are still above that very important 1940 level on the daily chart. And as long as they remain above there, they live to fight another day. But if they close below there, especially a weekly close below the 1940 level, that will signal probably another sell event in gold. So again, keep tabs of that level. I'll be updating my members as I do every night on gold.
All right. Silver, we should mention back up again. They knocked it down into the 23s, and now it's getting close to 24 again.
Yeah, silver's right back to 24 now, and it's like a weeble wobble that just won't fall down. So silver is actually acting much, much better than gold right now, and it's showing relative strength to gold. So I'm not sure what the setup looks like here. There's always a chance you may have a silver push up into that 25 level. We get lots and lots of reports that there's silver shortages going on around the world. How true or not that is, I do know if you want to buy silver bullion, you're still on a wait list. So again, silver holding up very, very well right now.
All right. And finally, Bitcoin, it's like trading at 26,000 now.
Yeah, Bitcoin's right at that level. And again, it's holding that above that 25,000 psychological level. So it's fine at the moment. I just want to share this with your members. If you look at the Commitment of Traders report last week, the commercial money is getting really, really bearish on Bitcoin. Now, sometimes that takes a while to play out. But they really, really took off a lot of their long positions. They started to load up on their short positions, and that could be problematic as we go forward. The chart pattern right now isn't a horror show on the weekly chart. There's still a chance for another move up, but overall, the longer you consolidate down here, and if you start to creep lower, the dam will break and it won't hold any longer. So be careful in Bitcoin. But right now, it's holding above that psychological 25K. It's at 26,000, and we'll respect that for now.
All right, we'll leave it at that. Make sure you go over to Nick's site, inthemoneystocks.com. See how he's beaten the indexes for decades. And while you're at it, take a look at the Twitter feeds at ITMS, at Nick Santiago01, at Kerry Lutz. Emails are welcome, kl@kerrylutz.com. Leave your YouTube comments below. Nick, we will see you on Friday when all the action is going to take place.
Yes, it sounds good, Kerry. Get ready for a Whipsaw Friday as well.